It's concentration.
Hey everyone, sorry about the delay there, and let me know when Heather joins the chat so I can switch over to our cameras. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my good friends Chris, playing Noir Detective, Human Inquisitive Rogue Mannix.
Hello.
Heather's not quite here yet. Rochelle, playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispereds, Gillian.
I think only your real friends show up now.
Raymond.
That's how you gauge.
Raymond playing the heedlessly brave. Name it, he's not here either. Turtle Battle Master Fighter Rogue
Exactly.
And Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf druid of the Moon Theron.
I'm here.
And they'll hopefully be joining us shortly, playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Kaless. I will switch to our cameras shortly, I promise you. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com and watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, Joe, and Will. And gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcos, David, Vicente, Gilberto, Sean, a.k.a. Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, and Alkshi. Thank you all very much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. For video sharing, we use Discord. Speaking of Discord, officially started a Discord server for the YouTube channel. There's different chat channels in there that we can chat together. There's an invite link at the YouTube page. I meant to have that copy and pasted. Yeah, I know, on the load screen. That I can put in the chat. I didn't do that, but you can find links somewhere. Fun place, though, Discord. There we go. I think I can switch to cameras. Let's see. All right. I think we're in business. Finally. Yay. Everybody here. Okay. Welcome, Heather. Can you see us? Hello.
Stupid
All right.
computer.
We're on board. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation.
Are you still on the load screen?
I believe I just switched over now. There's going to be a little bit of a tape delay on the YouTube channel, but it should be switching over about now-ish.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I've got it on for the iPad. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, the doors open into a central temple. You know, I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over there so you can see what you're looking at while I'm explaining, because all of this took place in one room this time.
Rochelle can find out how she almost died.
Mm-hmm.
I totally watched the sessions after I missed them.
Nice!
Totally know what happened.
She bullshitting me. The doors opened into a central temple chamber where a scene was unfolding. The Oracle, a guardian Naga, had been recently captured and put in chains by the arriving Yuan Ti. Their leader, Yaru, was in the midst of contacting his superior, Raznisi, the warlord of the Yuan Ti. The party interrupted the conversation. Yaru gave them a chance to surrender. When our heroes refused to budge, the fight was on. The Yuan Ti were down to only a handful of forces, and 2 brood guards were busy keeping the Oracle in chains. Theron morphed into his bear form and charged at them, wreaking havoc and eventually helping to free the Naga. The others battled their way into the chamber through the enslaved guards and shrugging off the gaze of a basilisk and the suggestive eyes of the Yuan Ti purebloods. At one point, Kaless was thrown down the hole in the hallway only to catch herself just in time, while George retaliated by properly hurling a guard down to the first level. Gillian took heavy damage from the guards and basilisk, but George was able to wrangle the basilisk into the pit of snakes. The others rushed into the room to help Theron, while the freed Naga unleashed holy hell on the invading Yuan Ti forces, killing them with rays of light and poison spit. Afterwards, it was a simple matter of jumping into a pit of petrified snakes to finish off the basilisk. The Oracle was pleased with the rescue and rewarded the PCs with their choice of a magical charm. They had to choose what they desired most and received their personalized rewards. The Naga also told them about Raznisi and Asarak and the tomb beneath the forbidden city of Omu. She revealed the location of Omu and said that all the souls are being drawn there, and that's where they need to go to stop the death curse. They were offered a single night's rest to recuperate, but our heroes first turned their attention to the large flying beast that's been terrorizing the area currently nesting nearby. So begins session number 30. 30!
Oh boy.
Ranked A. Yeah, so you guys are in a bunch of bodies. You looted last time, and then got a whole bunch of info. Which, by the way, I updated your quest log with the new information you learned from the Naga, because otherwise we won't remember what that information was, but I've updated it with session 29. I try to do this when I remember to update all of your various quest logs as important things happen.
Yeah. So, remind me, do we, Omu is where both Acerak and Rosnisi are?
Yes.
As far as we know?
Yeah, and in fact, the Oracle has said that Rosnisi and his Yuan-Ti forces are helping to guard Acerak's tomb.
Right.
And she has suggested that you will basically have to go through or confront or in some way interact with the Yuan-Ti in order to get down to where you need to go.
Yeah. But that he might be willing to help us since he's dying from the curse as well.
Yeah, she revealed that, and the reason that they were here was because they were trying to get answers about what the hell Acerak is actually doing down there, and the fact that Rosnisi, because of the death curse, people that have died, they waste away, as that magic is breaking down, and Rosnisi is being affected by that, so he is dying from the death curse, and he is obviously not pleased about that.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Is that main one the only one that got updated? So I'm just perusing them now.
I believe so.
Oh, I've forgotten about some of these. The Needle's Bones treasure map, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you guys got all these quests at like the beginning couple of sessions while you were in town. Now
Yeah.
you're doing stuff, so some of them have been a long time coming. I warned you at the beginning of the campaign, like
Yeah.
some of these are very long-reaching quests you're getting right now.
All right, well, I mean, the thing we were going to do right away is fight that wyvern and take his sweet loot.
Let's
Do we
get
wanna-
Naga to help us.
Yeah, will you help us fight the wyvern, Naga?
She shakes her head and says that she has to remain in the temple chambers here. And you notice, unlike the rest of the zone, like this place is still coming apart a little bit, but it appears much more preserved, and there's kind of like a magical air in here compared to the outside, which looks like it's just been torn apart by time. So she says that she is actually bound to this chamber.
She's a time Naga. Kill her.
She can't be trusted. All right. Do we want a short rest before we do this? I think maybe the rest of us have short rested and Gillian didn't.
I don't remember any
'Cause
short
I'm-
resting, but
I don't
Oh,
remember that
okay.
either.
All right. Well, I'm just looking at health bars and assuming that everybody looks fine except for Gillian.
basically it was just you and or it's Gillian and Theron that got hurt essentially, and Theron doesn't show it because he was a bear.
Right. All right. Let's take a short rest. Under the Naga's protective neck folds. What are those called? The sides of a
Tails?
cobra. No, like the little parachute thing on the
Hood?
sides of a cobra's head.
That's its hood.
Hood. There you go.
Hood.
The hood.
Oh, don't forget to tell Rochelle she has the charm of communication.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I might have put that in your sheet, and I think I actually added the arrows to your sheet as well. But all of you
Oh.
received a charm, a reward from the Naga that that is, and each
Oh,
of the
yeah.
charms is a. It lets you cast a spell 3 times.
I don't see it in mine.
I chose death.
Yeah, you did.
I have a charm of understanding. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yep. Which casts tongues, which I believe lets you speak any language for some period of time.
Yes, which I did add that to yours, Gillian. So that's why you have this tongue spell in here. It does not take a spell slot. You just have 3 uses of it from the
Cool.
charm that you got. And also, you got some poisoned bolts, which I put in your inventory as a separate attack that you can fire. You only have a certain amount of them, but you were able to basically take some of the UNT's poison arrows.
Okay.
See,
very
aren't you
cool.
glad you have 9 hit points now?
Wasn't it worth it?
Totally worth it. Okay, so we're short resting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I didn't put your spell in there, you can, I think, grab the spell and drag it into your spell sheets, and it should add the spell there. You'll just have to make a note that it's not a normal like spell slot spell. Yeah, you guys can short rest right now.
I'm gonna heal Gillian.
Thanks.
Let's see. Kalessa's was freedom of movement. I can add that one in there.
I just copy and pasted the spell description into the item, or not item, the ability I added.
I guess whatever you want to do. Sword whip. Everyone's the sword whip.
Oh wow. Okay. Yep, I heal her for 19 points.
Whoa!
What?
Oh yeah, Cure Wounds is a better heal. Yeah, that's the one that takes up an action, and you have to touch them with it.
Yeah, and that was really good on the rolls.
That was a
so-
really
Yeah.
good on the roll. Yeah. What level did you cast it at?
2.
Wow, that's solid.
Yeah, 2d8.
Oh, that was 19
4.
points for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I only saw the 11. That's excellent. Well, I'm at full health now. between that and my heal.
Hey, Ann, can you send me the dagger thing again?
Woo!
Yeah.
It's a lot of healing.
The hell? Yeah.
Roll an extra 1d6.
I'm already full.
Well, I want to help.
She plays her bagpipes whether we listen or not.
I don't need it.
You're gonna appreciate
He's just sobbing.
it, damn it.
I'm already fully healed.
She's just right next to his ear.
Pulling a dagger to his throat.
This is like Misery, though. She like stabs you just so you can get healed again.
It's for your own good.
I always did fancy myself a maimed James Caan.
It's a good archetype.
I don't know why that's specific of a fantasy, but there you go.
Been there. Did you get the pop up for the dagger?
I did. I'm putting it in my dagger slot.
Ah, yes. That's right. I think we did at the very last of last session. So.
Yeah,
And
I put
Chris,
the cloak on, but I didn't put the dagger in.
Oh, that's right. And Chris, you have her old dagger, right? The silver dagger.
I do. Yes, which I don't think has any combat benefits, right? It's the light blind thing.
It's got the blinding light. It does serve as a light source while you haven't used its blinding effect.
Okay.
And
It's got an
it's a
auto light.
magical weapon. So
It is
that helps.
yes, that's true too. It does kind of magical.
That's good to know.
Yeah. But no, the Oracle very much does. She bares her fangs when you try to like approach her in a way of like huddling under her.
You're not supposed to get close.
It's just like that's not cool.
That's not what you do.
I'm not going anywhere near her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get after.
Someone help me out of the pit, please.
Theron and George are still down there, I
Yep.
guess.
Bunch of
With a bunch of
frozen
stone snakes.
stone snakes down there.
And a dead basilisk.
Patty cake.
You can climb out, honestly, with it didn't require
10
much of a...
feet.
Yeah. I believe your frog sticks around. Doesn't it last for quite a while?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is it mutters obscenities at you?
That's right.
Phoenix says, unfortunately.
That's right.
Unfortunately. Oh, you're
It-
still
it
here.
It says the creature exists for a duration specific to each figurine. So I don't know if you've ever locked that down. But
I think 8 hours is what I was going for. Like, basically a average day.
all right, well, then I will add that. Creature exists for 8 hours.
Which you've had 2 short rests now, and then however long you've been in here, so I think it's still up. Well, you didn't throw it until this fight, so
Yeah, it was this fight. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, yes, the frog is compelled to follow me into danger. Then
Frog needs a proper name. You're the kind of person that plays Pokemon and just uses like the default Pokemon names, aren't you? You monster! You absolute
Frog!
monster!
that frog doesn't get a name. That frog is.
What about Froggy?
Go, Froggy.
Mr. Crocus.
Frogula.
Or MJ?
Frog's name is Fuck You Frog. that's his name.
You know what? FYF. That doesn't roll off the tongue very well at all.
No.
Fife. His name is
Fife.
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 Oh
Five.
my.
That's equally weird. But it's better than all the other suggestions.
So it is stuck.
We'll
Yep.
call him Fife Frog.
Yep.
And next we'll go to the ATM machine and get ourselves some money.
I heard another one today talking about some game where they said dot damage. And someone else said, that's not a thing. The word damage is already in there. And they had an argument about it. It was a Mortal Kombat thing. Yeah.
Good times.
That story really dovetailed there at the end.
At some point,
Let's find a wyvern.
this door does close.
Oh no.
Because you guys did short rest in here and everything else. So, and you see the familiar snake heads on either side, as you are familiar with these doors, not staying open. Not staying open.
Right.
Theron turns on the group.
I can't
Turns
be in
out-
anymore. I have to eat one of you. It's only been an
Close
hour.
spaces.
I'm so hungry.
Let's go open the other one. There's another one on the left side, right?
There is.
Does that lead to the wyvern, or does that lead to the rooms where he said we could sleep?
Oh, did you say there was rooms where we could sleep?
She does. Yeah, the Oracle mentions that there should be still rooms intact on the western side.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not where we won't want to go there yet then.
Do we see any other doors? Or passage?
Just these 2 doors on either side. They're both the kind of giant double doors with the snake heads on them. The snake heads on either side. With it, they require you to put your arms in and push the levers and all that.
All right, arm goes in.
I'll do it too, since I still have my Dungeon Delver stuff.
Manipulating the lever takes nothing, but trying to pull your arm out before the snake heads slam shut is a dexterity saving throw for anybody shoving their arms in.
Ooh, that wasn't great.
That wasn't great either. Does a 13
on both of
work?
you are just both able to pull your arms out right before it slams shut, and you feel like you just barely got it out.
Yeah.
We get that like road rash on our arm from the
Yeah.
stone
Mhm.
coming down.
Just the tips of our fingers get grazed.
A door slide open. So I'll be just dragging George along with you,
Yeah.
dutifully.
So the wyvern is down this hole? Is that, or that hole went to the first floor?
You look down there and you recognize the first floor down there. I mean, you don't quite recognize
Okay.
the room that it leads into because it looks like a kind of dining hall setup. But you remember that George threw the one guard down there, and then at some point he came up the stairs. So
Right.
you can put two and two.
So the wyvern's not down there. Where do we see the
No.
wyvern at?
You saw that there was sunlight coming in from in here, and you remember there was a giant hole on the second floor of the ziggurat, which you're on now. So you're on basically this is the back end of like the rear, and then this up here is the front.
So somewhere over here there's a path.
Yeah, so this is the library.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, and then you think there's a path with the opening down there.
I see.
Didn't I jump over that last time?
Yeah,
I think-
a bunch of you jumped over here. Yeah, George was perusing the periodicals. Yeah, you guys were already in the. You've already been to the library. You just kind of saw the wyvern, turned around, and went back up. So.
Play total.
Yes.
All right, well, my pittons are still there.
Wyvern or wyvern?
Ooh.
Wyvern.
That's a debate
Wyvern? Wyvern sounds strange.
now. Wyvern sounds strange.
I don't know.
It sounds strange to me, but then I was pronouncing. What word was that? I was
Paladin.
Paladin.
Oh my
I
god!
also-
Oh my god! That reminds me. I hope all of chat makes fun of you for that. That is the stupidest pronunciation I've ever heard.
Like-
the spelling of the
like
word
it's
gives no indication.
Like
Like
Aladdin. I get it.
Aladdin
but-
with a P. That's right.
I
but
mean,
no.
I pronounce it that way too. So
Yeah.
Terrible.
Still bad, but
Mm.
That's hilarious.
And then I
looks
had to
like
create
Wyvern
a
is Wyvern.
I've really gone
yeah,
back
Wyvern.
and forth on that. I think I've literally used both of them interchangeably. Wyvern and wyvern.
Well, Wikipedia.
You're looking it up.
What's
Wyvern.
Wikipedia say?
Wyvern.
Wyvern?
All right.
Wyvern.
what does Southern Wikipedia say?
Him's a wyvern over there. Hey,
That's
Mom,
right.
get off the dang roof. The frog looks at you expectantly and wonders what it should do, Mannix.
Mannix will bodily throw the frog over the gap. I mean, I'm not throwing him into the gap. I'm throwing him over the gap. He's
Oh
got to
my
get over there.
god.
Mannix, roll a strength check to pick up your giant frog and hurl it across this hole.
Okay. There we go. See, it's fine.
All right, you throw that frog unceremoniously, hurling it across the pit.
I mean, I don't know how big is this frog? 'Cause I've been imagining like a large dog, like kind of like this,
Large dog.
or like
Yeah.
medium-sized dog, maybe. Like,
Yeah, it's
So-
probably a
so
large dog.
You're throwing Wyatt.
yeah, which might.
Do you think
A
you could throw a
disturbing
70-pound animal across?
Chris,
I mean, I rolled a 17, so-
You did. You sure as hell did. You
It's
really you set your back
Launching
to
off
it.
his chest.
Yeah. Use your legs.
Ugh.
You know what? The frog like kicks off of you, and you like fall backwards
There
too.
you go.
It just leaps across, slams into the books. Several books get knocked down. It scrambles up there, and it just turns around and gives you this fucking like Justin Timberlake meme look of just. As the camera zooms in.
Can I just jump across?
That's gonna require some checks. So you can either. Actually,
acrobatics?
some
My
don't
pittons are
have-
still there.
Yeah, the pins are still. You can crawl along the edge. For a
What lets me use acrobatics?
acrobatics to shimmy along the ledge here on the right side, which Mannix's pittons are still stuck in the wall, so you can actually get an advantage on that.
Okay.
Nice.
Is there a way for me to do it without a check?
I'm just gonna jump across because I'm real good at jumping.
You do have the ring of jumping, yeah. You can literally just leap across.
You only just hop with their middle finger up. Just
Just halfway turn around.
Oh,
Theron, you foolish fool.
oh no.
Are you using the pittons or no?
always.
All right, you do get advantage on the check.
You pull my pittons out of the wall. Just-
Fuck your pittance.
Uh,
Oh no, my hubris.
Theron, you fall down. You try to get your footing and grab a piton, and it just, because of all these people have gone before you, it's a little bit loosened now. So when you grab it, it just falls right out, and you fall down and fall onto the dining table on the first floor. Give me
Ow, my pitten.
Give me 3d6, please.
Oh no!
As you fall
That's a
30
3-foot
feet
fall.
down, yeah.
It's a lot
Ooh,
of
that's a really good roll.
Sure was.
Hey guys, it's all right. I just took a lot of damage.
You got a piece of table sticking out of your torso there, Theron.
Yeah.
Theron gets up. There's a fork sticking out of his butt.
Yeah, exactly. Just pieces of dining table.
Well, there goes almost half my life.
All right, Theron, you're down there, and you see Salida kind of yelps in the corner. You can see she's kind of hiding down there. She's like, "Oh dear, what's going on?"
Stab her.
I didn't quite make it.
Now you realize ahead of you is the so you're in that. I'm not going to switch the maps right now, but you're in that first area where you fought that stone snake and the UNT, and you realize that there's a stone door that you have to pass that's got the snake head in front of it in order to get to that area with the hallway with the gargoyles
dear.
and the stairs.
I'm gonna look up at the hole and say, can you see me or hear me?
Yeah, they can definitely see it. Yeah.
Sure.
You just see Kalessa's head come over and go like, "Hello."
All right. You either drop some of your rope or I can throw mine up.
I can hook my grappling hook onto something and throw some rope down there.
Tie it around George.
Charge all this rope.
Probably should have used some ropes with the pittons, but
Maybe.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Hindsight.
Max feels bad because he remembers when Theron saved his life from that fall.
Oh,
You just-
yeah!
I bet it was Mannix that loosened the pitten like as he climbed across. He was the last one across. And then Theron took it and fell down.
It took him the entire damage, yep. Yeah, but there's rope
That's
now.
right.
But yeah, I was falling and Bear Theron leapt across and grabbed me and saved me.
Who is there to save?
No one.
Theron?
Mannix just sort of,
Man,
in fact,
Theron.
Mannix just sort of watched Theron slowly fall, just kind
Just-
of wide-eyed. Just
That would have happened.
It happened so
That's what it would have
fast.
looked like. That would have hurt.
That would have killed me. Oh, I don't know why George has. You should have advantage, not disadvantage on there. But he does make it across. Yeah, one of y'all can throw your rope down for
I'm gonna climb up the rope.
Theron.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
You all find yourselves in the library. Which
Can we
you
take a short rest?
He climbs up. All right, that's enough for today.
Just picking pieces of dining room out of him.
Dining room. Not the dining utensils or anything, just
Just
parts
the whole
of the dining
room, just concaved, yeah.
The things I've seen.
Fork's
Selena's
still in
like,
your butt.
All right, well, good luck with whatever's going on.
All right, where are we going?
I'm going this way.
I'll pat the frog and motion for it to follow.
Oh, yeah.
Frog looks at you nicely, Celeste, but you can see that it is, unfortunately, does not follow your instructions at all. It looks at Mannix and
No.
grumbles.
And Mannix is just going to moan audibly and snap his fingers.
Oh, God.
I'll give him another little pat.
Yeah. He wags its butt at you.
Come on, George.
Mannix slow revealed that he's a monster.
Slow
Mannix!
reveal?
Mannix is one of those people who's not kind to wait staff. That's who Mannix is.
Not reveal, but like
Everyone else realizes.
So just becoming more and more a monster.
Yeah.
All right. Is that gold?
So you see what looks like the beast's nest, and Mannix, I think you were the one to recognize this at first and actually saw it sleeping on top of this pile of coins. And you see now this entire area down here is just open to the jungle below, and you just see like the giant stairs that you came up on and all that. It's just a giant gaping hole in the wall, and this whole area has been pretty collapsed and destroyed. In the middle, you see just a mountain of coins lying in a pile in a central area. And then kind of surrounding the area is just a bunch of bodies, a lot of them like half-eaten, with body parts strewn about. It definitely has the like smell and look of a creature's nest, but the creature itself is not here.
Theron is going to immediately walk over towards the gold.
I'm about to say, it looks like it's safe to just go in there and take us some gold. Nothing
start
bad can
looting.
happen.
Theron is going to go in there heedlessly, and he wants that gold.
Can I hide in a shadow?
Can I hide in the shadow?
The nearest shadows would probably be back. Yeah, it's the library, like kind of in the shelves.
No,
George
never mind
is
then.
Yeah, you can walk up to the coins and you see that there is a lot of coins of all different kinds and a few gems scattered around. There's some sacks from what you think were, taken from adventurers. Like everything's just piled in here all nicely.
All right. I'm just going to start shoveling gold in my pockets.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right.
We're-
Should we like ready an attack or something?
No.
As Gillian says that, you hear some moans and groans as several of the bodies in the area begin to shift and rise around you.
Oh, swords out.
If
Swords out.
there's one thing that Theron hates more than the undead, it's being interrupted when he's looting.
Can't Theron now, like, raise the undead?
Oh, he sure can.
That's true, he can. He chose death.
For all the shit he's given Kalidar about his
Yep.
choices, he's about to face some conundrums of his own.
Well, he didn't know he was going to get raised.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, I need some initiative,
wanted to
folks.
die.
Wanted to die.
Theron is extremely
All right.
depressed.
Oh, no.
Damn it!
You're too
Theron was
busy,
too busy
looking at the
looting.
coins.
-1.
Oh no!
Stupid zombies.
You never get to go.
Yeah. This is George.
I think I still have access to George's sheet. From the last time he was gone.
Oh. Well, I rolled his initiative.
Okay.
All right. Some of the undead actually get the rise first. And there's different flavors of undead here, you notice, in various states of decomposition. Some of them looking a bit more feral and intelligent than others, which are the ones that get to go
A
first.
Neapolitan of undead, if you will.
All the colors.
Yeah, and they lock eyes and rush in a really feral, creepy gait with long claws. This one's scrambling over the pile of coins to attack you, Theron.
What did I do?
Typical.
Gillian and Mannix in a roll. Also.
Did I not roll?
No, y'all are tied.
Oh, tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she has got a higher
Got the higher
dex than me.
dex, yeah.
My dex is 13.
What is your AC normally, Theron? Yours is pretty high, isn't it?
16.
16, motherfucker.
Ooh,
All right.
yeah.
All right, this one is going to rush over towards Mannix.
Oh no! Why did I follow Theron in here?
I just buried myself in coins real fast. Give me extra armor.
Mannix, what's your AC like these days?
It's still 13. Shouldn't have come in here. Shouldn't have come in here.
7 slashing damage as this ghoul rakes across your body, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You feel a
Thanks,
tingling sensation going through your body.
Oh dear.
Good
Constitution saving
kind
throw?
or bad
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Oh, I sure will.
Hey, you made
Oh no, it's 10.
Just
It is 10.
made the
Okay.
save, yeah.
Wow. Ugh.
All right, Kaless.
Okay.
Where's my battle music at?
15. Oh man. All right. 20.
I did roll for George, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Who do we determine has more decks? Sorry, between Gillian and Mannix?
I'm probably Gillian. I don't know what hers is, but mine's 13.
I think mine's 14. Yeah, 14.
Okay. Guessing George is more dexterous than
17
skeleton.
on the zombie.
17 will hit. You know, zombies. Pretty low AC.
For 15 points.
Holy crap burgers. That is massive damage. But it withstands the terror of the massive damage. It does look quite heavily damaged, though.
Oops, ignore the sneak attacks. It's just a 3.
Okay, that was really bad sneak attack damage, too.
Yeah, it was. Gotta get that out of the way. I'm glad that happened on a roll it didn't count on.
Alright, that zombie has taken quite a bit of hits. Gillian is next. Let's see, skeleton.
I have very little I can do right now. Now, in the last session, did a full day pass?
So fun
I don't
fact,
think even an hour passed.
your party elected to do this fight before doing the long rest. You're allowed 1 long rest into Orolunga, and they said, let's fight this wyvern fight first.
Well, I just meant did a day pass because I have my thing where I get a spell slot back. But that's
not-
okay. We don't.
Not
we don't
since you
have
entered
to.
here, yeah, no. It's only been a couple hours.
Cool. Okay. I have so little of anything useful I can do. Okay. Well, I will then. Oh gosh, there's just like a lot of.
It's variety.
I know the zombie that I'm fighting has like at least less than half hit points now.
Okay.
Massive damage is half their hit point.
And I always forget how this works. Can I just move past Kaless, like on the other side of her?
It
Yeah,
just
it's
takes
double
twice.
movement.
Yeah, double movement.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm gonna move then. Okay. So I will attack him then with my rapier.
Alien zombies are very low AC, but
Fantastic.
not quite that low.
All right. Then I will try to attack with my crossbow.
There you go.
There
you
you
go.
go.
All right, you get that zombie and you think you shoot it right between the eye, but he turns and you just kind of shot it right between his cheek. And he's just got a bolt like sticking in a really disturbing way just through his face. But that zombie is still up.
Okay.
Mr. Mannix, and I think we have the frog on your turn as well.
Oh yeah.
Its
Is there an actual wall here?
That is
I don't see it.
wall, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the remains. This is all like crumbling over here, but yeah, this is a wall. This should be a wall. There, you'd think there might have been a door here once, kind of where you're standing right now, but everything is just kind of collapsed and ruined.
Okay. I will
Cry.
10. I will move here. I'll yell at the frog to get on the other side of this ghoul or zombie. Which one is this? The blue one?
The zombie.
That's a zombie.
Zombie.
Oh,
The
that
one
one.
eating
Yeah.
the arm is the ghoul. Yeah.
Right. No, the one eating the arm is the ghoul. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell the
Yes.
frog to get on the other side of the ghoul.
Okay.
Fight this ghoul and bite him too. He can go ahead and go first.
Biting attempt. Man, I am dynamite with this frog. Feeds on your disdain.
That's right.
4 damage, but it is restrained, grappled, both.
Yep.
I think.
Yes, both.
I'll lock some.
I already have advantage on him, so. Alright, I'm gonna try to stab.
Nervously puts its tongue around the undead creature with its own tongue hanging out.
That's right.
They touch tongues briefly.
It's pretty weird.
Gross. I will do 12 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10. And as I pass by, I'm going to whisper to the frog, "Fuck you, frog. Stay alive as long as you can."
Why?
I'm going to go here. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Oh
That's-
man, someday the frogs will get their revenge. Is what the frog thinks.
That's what, yep.
My people will rise up against you.
Is Chris like the demon in this case?
He just doesn't like that particular frog, that's all.
See,
I don't
y'all
know
would
why.
expect it out of me,
Not all frogs.
but it's Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I need someone to duel me with a roll 20 because both the skeletons and George have the exact same freaking dexterity.
Oh.
So somebody needs to roll a straight 1d20.
I'll roll a d20. I have a 14.
Alright, George. What would you like Mr. George to do?
George will take my or he'll go help Gillian and get advantage on that one, I guess.
Yep. Run up there and stab the other.
Well, I don't know if he could make it that far without taking the attack of opportunity, though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh.
He has to he could go like that.
Go here.
Oh yeah, you're right. He would.
Let him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh no, this guy is restrained.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train, he
Just let him-
can't do his reactions?
I don't know. I just assumed.
You said it with such confidence, though. I'm inclined to believe you.
Could have bluffed him past that. I mean,
He's
Uh,
restrained.
he has disadvantage.
He's restrained and grappled.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Well,
He's
he'll risk it. A disadvantage.
Disadvantage as the ghoul tries to swipe at him. With his claws. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
good thing.
miss.
Yep.
yeah.
Wow. Critical fail and success.
Yeah.
Wow, 1 and a 20.
1 to
Yep.
20.
That's disappointing. Alright, George will.
Either way, it
Blade.
will work.
I was doing it because I had his sheet from the last time he was in here, but you can do it if you want.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I didn't even see that.
We
Yeah.
mentioned it like 15 minutes ago.
Sorry. Yep. That's fine.
Well, you can take your roll if you
No,
want.
hell no. Well, 11 will hit a zombie anyway. Yeah, do the
okay.
damage.
Apply sneak attack. Fuck you, Raymond.
Yes, you deal with this stupid ass. I remember now I delegated this. Alright, 9, so that triggers the zombie's undead fortitude, which is 5 plus 9 of 14. So the zombie remains up. Even though
Damn,
you think
alright,
you get
George.
that killing blow.
George is gonna try it again. All right, he does have advantage on this.
Yeah.
I don't know why that turned
I'm
off.
sorry, I think I just clicked it off, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I like your roll,
I,
sir.
I hit the wrong button, but still I rolled a 1.
A 1 and a 1. You sure did.
All right. Sorry, Raymond.
George is perturbed. The skeletons, you notice, are both carrying what look like they're rotten bows and arrows still. And they will take pot shots at you all. One of them will shoot a arrow at Theron. 18 hits a Theron. 6 piercing damage. That arrow thunks into your chest, and one of them shoots at Gillian.
It's not a game unless you hit Gillian with something.
It's not a bad unless I can hit a Gillian, which I did. 14 will hit a Gillian. 3 piercing damage. That arrow sinks in. All right, Theron, you've been assaulted quite a bit.
Yeah.
While shoveling coins into your pockets.
I'm gonna slam my staff into the ground and cast Wall of Thorns.
Oh boy.
Oh. They're doing some actual druid stuff.
Actual druid stuff. I have a cool Wall of Thorns. Is that the one? Tell me about Wall of Thorns.
So I create a wall of tough, pliable timber brush, bristling with sharp.
Oh no!
It's
Don't
only
stop!
available
Don't
at
stop.
Lowe's.
The wall appears within range.
Okay, no, stop.
Go on. How big is the wall?
Give us feet.
It's 5 feet thick. It's 10 feet high and. Oh wait, no. The one I'm making is a circle, so it's 20 foot in diameter,
Okay.
20 feet high, and 5 feet thick. It blocks line of sight.
20-foot diameter wall. I can use.
You said you're making a circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
A circle, yeah. I'm trying to figure out which spell effect I want to grab. I'm just gonna grab this one. Looks like a ring of chains. Pretend that's Thorns.
All right.
So 20 feet. Let's see. This is 20-foot diameter. So that's the total.
Yes.
So 5, 10,
Yes.
15. Oh, this is 20 right here, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. Let me give you control.
That should be good.
Yeah.
Oh, let me bring it down 1.
To here?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me more about Wall of Thorns. I got the physical part down. What is the...
You have to make a dexterity saving throw or take 7d8 piercing damage,
My lord.
or half as
That'll
much
do
of
it.
a successful save.
On their turn or when it appears?
When it appears and on their turn if they end it there.
Jesus Christ, this is a 6th level spell. How
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing this? Oh, your staff.
Staff!
Got the
Okay.
staff. He's never used the staff yet. I gave him this fancy staff. 78. So to all 3 of these guys. Holy moly. That was... What is your save? That is a dex... Yeah, dex save. What is your DC, I guess?
14.
14. Alright, skeletons. You see this giant wall of thorns just explodes all around, scattering the coins like crazy. So dexterity.
Right,
Skeleton number 1.
I regret everything.
Wow, that one skeleton was ready.
Still takes half.
It's still gonna take half, yeah. So, Theron, do you roll for each... Or you roll once for everybody, probably, right?
Probably.
Because if you were casting the spell, you would have just the 1 damage on there, and everybody else would roll save. So roll your 78 once, and then I'll apply all these saving throws. Jeebus. So that's 16 divided by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to. There we go. All right, this skeleton explodes. I'm not gonna roll the save for this skeleton because it is also going to
This
explode.
is straight up like Evil Dead imagery, like undead
Yeah.
people and like vines are like coming out of them.
Shoot, yeah, just start coming up and just shoot like right through their bodies, their bones exploding. Now the ghoul does not make the save, so he takes a full 33 damage, and he is pierced on all sides.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn to a bear.
All right. Oh, you can do both, huh?
You can do that as a bonus action. Wow.
Well, if I do that, I'm going to be shoving George out of the way, I think.
We'll scatter more coins.
You can still move, right? Just move. Well, I guess you. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you'd have to move if you want to actually transform right here.
I'd rather not take the opportunity attack. I'll stay there.
Okay. Zombies, surprisingly, rolled really shit for initiative, but they're pretty much the only survivors left. One of them will move up and attempt to attack George. His zombie slam. Very ineffectively. The other one is still alive and will... Let's see, who attempted to attack? I think Gillian was the last one to attack the zombie. Attack Gillian.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm always hitting a Gillian.
Always.
3 damage! Back at the top, the ghoul currently has disadvantage on its attacks. Instead of trying to free itself, it's going to just attack at the frog. With disadvantage very angrily.
How alive is that frog? That frog's taking some hits.
Yeah.
How alive is anything?
That's a good question.
Wow, that's a disadvantage
goddamn.
roll.
The ghoul just climbs into the frog's mouth.
Yeah, basically. Frog's
Go
eyes go
further.
wide. And then the frog has to make a save against the paralyzation. Which it does, but I'm going to rule that the ghoul making that attack against the frog makes the frog freak out and drop its tongue.
My tongue.
I did that.
Alright, Kaless.
Well, there it goes. Let's see here. Alright, we'll just finish off zombie that's by me.
You make it sound so easy.
Wish I could finish off a zombie.
Stupid accordion.
Accordion.
How dare you?
21 points of damage.
21 would mean a 26 undead fortitude
hell?
saving throw, and I don't think it can do that, so I think that is an obliterated zombie.
My dex is ridiculously high. And it's added into my attack.
Yep.
Right.
Then I'll go up here. And do I get advantage on the ghoul because he's restrained in the frog?
He managed to free himself by attacking the frog, and the frog freaked out and let go of him.
Oh, okay.
The frog's tongue is on the ground right now.
23 will hit.
For 4 damage.
4 damage on the ghoul.
On the ghoul.
Okay.
Yeah.
That ghoul looks
Max
really
damage.
fucked up, by the way. Took some damage. Gillian,
Yeah, it's
before
Bits.
you all hear a loud, piercing roar from outside, and you turn in a flash. You see a large dragon-like creature hurtling its way into this nest. Its claws outstretched, a large barbed tail curled around its top, and it seems hell-bent on destroying any intruders in its nest. This is going to be hard for me to show this on the map because obviously the creature is going to avoid the thorn wall. So I'm going to try to put it here. I ran out of map. But this guy has wings, and he or she comes in flying hot and actually stays 10 feet above in the air. But you notice that its neck and its tail have such a long reach that it can still strike you all while it's hovering. And it hurls in and strikes its tail at Kaless.
Lordy!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ooh. That's
It's-
bad, too. 24 points of damage.
it roars.
Plus 7.
It roars in fury and reaches down and
Oh, yeah.
attempts to bite at Mannix with its large teeth.
Oh, no! Let's get to attacks.
Does.
11 does not
Boy,
hit.
just shit the bed with the attack rolls.
Came in a little too hot. Oh,
Amazing.
damn. I'm terrified.
Oh man.
2 out of 4.
All right, Gillian. As I mentioned,
now Eric is wondering if he's going to get to go with this wyvern again.
So the wyvern is actually hovering in the air 10 feet off the ground. It just has such a long reach. It's been attacking you guys.
So
from
he's
that.
not in like
He's
melee
not
range.
in your melee range. Yeah, it's melee for
Right.
him or her.
Time to get the rocket boots out.
Rocket
right.
boots.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave with my last spell slot. So, fingers crossed.
There's a time
So
to use spell
it's-
slots.
15-foot cube originating away from me, so it's just gonna be, straight up toward the wyvern.
Just in the wyvern's face.
Yeah.
There you go.
15-foot cube. How tall does it get? Let's see. It says 15-foot cube.
15.
Um,
Well, it's 15 feet then from me. So he's like, this is like 10 feet up in the air. You said.
Yes. Yep. Let's see. That's a. Oh, there's con saving throw. Oh my lord! I give up. I quit. I'm done. I'm done. So it is. It cries out as your thunderous blast hits it for 9 damage. Automatically push 10 feet away from you. So it is. I guess it's pushed over above Mannix now.
So it's like 20 feet in the air. So it got pushed up.
Yeah, that's true.
Physics, guys.
Yeah, it's pushed up in like an angle, doesn't
Pushed
it?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it like right here then, but yeah, it's probably like 15 or 20 feet in the air now.
This is a poor first impression, wyvern.
You're not impressing us. Although
And then I'm gonna move back here. After that.
maybe I'll just run away.
Solid. Mannix.
Mannix is going to pull out the thing that was just given to him by Kaless. The Silverlight Dagger. He's going to point it in that wyvern's face. And loose some blinding light in that wyvern's face.
Blinded light. It's a con saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
30. Yeah, you can probably angle that where you're not hitting anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right above me. I'm
Yeah.
almost pointing it straight up. All right, that wyvern is blinded.
Yep. It shrieks out as this blinding light hits it right in the face, and it kind of just does this like raking motion with its claws on its own eyes.
And then I'm just gonna back up over here. Oh, well, Frog can't. Frog doesn't have. I mean, this thing's 20 feet in the air now. Frog doesn't have a range attack,
They're still undead here.
Oh, they sure are. Yeah.
Frog can jump.
Jump up, Frog. The Frog, I'm gonna tell him to. He can't really get into flanking position with any of these undead. Yeah, just keep attacking the same ghoul. Frog.
Frog nods. In Frog. God damn it! Where were these fucking rolls?
The Frog is getting all your Wyvern rolls.
Oh, the Frog! I don't think I've ever missed an attack with this Frog. It's just super Frog.
So he restrains the ghoul again.
He restrains the ghoul. And Frog does not want to do that either. It's clearly like chafing against your control as always, but it follows your commands. You may command a George.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. I think the Wyvern's the bigger threat here.
Oh, George would totally drag that thing 10 feet closer to him.
Oh well, I don't think it's got a range of 20 feet. I can look, but
The whip?
yeah. How long is the range on the Thorn Whip? Because that's a very good idea. I don't think he has it written down anywhere. At least
Not written down.
Shoot. Maybe it is. I just don't see it. No, how? Oh, Thorn Whip. Let's see if he has that written. 30 feet. It's got a range of 30 feet.
Okay.
All right, so he will, as a bonus action. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Heather, that's a great. He'll, as a bonus action.
That is what George would do.
That is what George would do. Absolutely. Step up here. That zombie's on top of him. And he will, and I believe with blinded, what does blinded do? Does it give advantage?
That's a good question.
Blinded creature can't see and automatically fails checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So with advantage, George will attempt to pull that Wyvern down to the rest of us.
Uh, 18 will hit.
All right. Although pulling him 10 feet down still puts him 10 feet in the air, I believe.
Yeah. Let's see, where'd George go?
Can George split his 2-weapon fighting between a melee weapon and a ranged weapon?
No, because you can't wield a ranged weapon in your offhand.
Okay. Then in that case, he's pulled that. Oh, he hasn't done the damage though. Let's do the damage.
Yeah. If anything, it
doesn't
just
have
gives him a ranged weapon with his melee attack.
Right. He can't do sneak attack here though, right? Because there's nobody around him. I don't think.
But he's got advantage because it's blinded.
Oh, okay.
So I think he does get sneak attack.
Okay. Does 12 damage to that Wyvern.
Okay.
And he'll actually step over here and attack the zombie between him and Kaless with his offhand attack.
Okay. Whips the Wyvern and then casually strolls
He
over
whips
here.
the wire and then strolls over there. Yeah, you can't actually hit the Wyvern with anything else.
Yeah.
We'll do 7 piercing to that zombie.
Okay. Skeletons are dead from the thorn vine. We go to Theron.
So, sorry, how high is the Wyvern now?
10 feet above the ground, I believe is the calculation.
10 feet above the ground is blinded.
Okay.
By the light.
How close is he to the ceiling?
We'll say that the ceiling is probably another 20 feet. It's a pretty high ceiling. So I think in total, the ceiling from where you are is probably 30 feet, 20 or 30 feet high.
Okay.
He's got a lot of room to maneuver.
I'll go into bear form then and attack the zombie.
Beer.
Bear form. Bear form. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I didn't have advantage anyway.
Well, guess what? Zombies have really low AC, so both of those are going to hit.
Oh wow. Well,
As we have learned.
okay.
Alright, you have a bite and a claw, don't you?
I do, yeah. I thought I had advantage, but I realized that the ghoul is not my friend.
Cool's not on my side.
Oh, just get to know me. Oh boy, that is a killing blow on the zombie. Let's see, 14. It's a 19.
Oh, no.
It's a 19. Oh wow!
Wow.
The undead fortitude.
Oh
Stupid
wow.
Mr. Zombie stays up with nothing, but it's up.
Actually meant to do something else that round, but
Other than go bear form?
well, I was gonna shoot a flaming sphere, then go bear form. but
Ah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have almost got to have killed a zombie.
That's right.
That zombie will now try to punch the bear.
No.
Not quite gonna work though. The ghoul is gonna do the same thing and just try to attack that frog.
The ghoul and the toad are in
They're
a
just having their
complex
own little
mating
fight.
ritual.
Yeah. It involves like a tongue warfare over here.
Yeah.
It fails to hit that time though. It can't quite get out of the other one's tongue. I don't know what's going on over here.
We've all been there, ghoul.
Everyone in this party. has
Whatever's
been
going on
there.
over here, it ain't pretty. Celeste?
Oh, sorry. My computer froze for a second. So I can't reach the wyvern, right?
It is currently 10 feet in the air, hovering
Oh no.
down there, but it is blinded.
Ugh, can't reach it. Alright, ghoul it is. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse.
Ghoul is restrained, so I believe you have advantage on it.
Cool.
It and the frog are just wrapped up in each other's tongues. It's real bad.
No one
Ever
likes to
so
see that.
gently.
Tongue cocoon.
Oops, I did not roll my sneak attack. My bad. 2d6. $15 damage.
Alright, somehow you manage to find a spot that's not covered in tongue and plunge your rapier into the ghoul.
Okay.
And it just jerks and dies.
And then the zombie.
Frog sighs in relief as it slowly retracts its tongue. Scraping bits of the ghoul off of it as it's retracting.
Mannix briefly considers making the ghoul or making the frog eat that ghoul.
2 damage to the zombie.
Alright, that's going to trigger its undead fortitude. So it has to roll a 7 or better. And it does! The zombie stays up!
Stupid zombie.
That's all I can do.
Okay. The blinded wyvern.
I guess I can move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up here. 'Cause I want that wyvern to come land.
Yeah, and that wyvern is blinded, so it's just going to try to lash out at whatever it can get out at this point, which the first thing it's going to do is try to just reach out and bite, and it's going to end up biting the frog if it can.
Oh boy.
Disadvantage is a 17. That's going to hit the frog. panics. You see the wyvern, even though it's blinded, reach down. It thinks it's trying to eat one of you, and it just plucks this frog like fucking T-Rex, just reaching down, home, just bodily. Frog
you did your
gives a
job, frog!
yelp of surprise. Except when that happens, this statue appears in the wyvern's mouth, and the wyvern just kind of oddly kind of works the statue around in its mouth and just spits it out, and then the statue just falls down. And then it will attempt to just fling its tail out. And Theron
roll to see if it hits the zombie, since it's blinded.
Theron's the nearest biggest creature, so it's gonna naturally go towards the bear, but it does have disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Damn, my rolls are doing it for me.
My god.
Alright, so Theron, you take 14 damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw, which you are pretty solid at. I'm actually gonna roll the poison damage though, ignore that 24.
So saving throw, I add my proficiency to it, right?
If you're proficient in it, yeah.
Okay. Or roll the +2.
Oh no.
I think you are resistant to poison though, right?
I am.
Alright, so it's... I rolled the average, 24 poison damage, but your dwarfness, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's still in place when you're wild-shaped?
It is.
Okay.
I get all the advantages, none of the disadvantages.
Nice. So you take 12 of that?
Yep.
Alright. Gillian.
Still up? Third bear?
26 points of damage that round.
Yeah.
I don't know. My health bar is behind Gillian now. It's a sliver, whatever it is.
Yeah, chat's on it. They're already asking about the poison resistance. Like, yeah, we're on it.
Oh, what about poison resistance? Who is poison?
Theron is.
I get strength, dex, and constitution in bear form. I get the rest from my dwarf form. Then any kind of ability I get in my dwarf form, I get transfers over to my bear form.
Nice.
More or less.
So Gillian, the wyvern is still hovering in the air, just at this point frantically lashing around because it's blinded.
Oh, the wyvern, just because I'm being nice, the wyvern does get to remake its saving throw.
At the end of its turn, right?
Yeah. DC 15 Constitution.
DC 15 con, okay. Oops, does not disadvantage there. It fails anyway.
Alright. Good.
Still blinded.
I want to be nice, but not that nice.
Yeah. It did hit with both of its attacks despite being blinded.
Yeah, exactly. The blind isn't actually doing much in terms of its disadvantage.
At the moment, yeah.
Now, okay. So
It does grant all of you advantage, though. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we think wyverns, are they poison resistant? Because they
You
have poison? I mean, I'm it's an open question for the party.
Gillian just sort of wax floss.
So you can roll.
Anyone?
You can roll a. You can roll a history or nature check, Gillian, to try to see what you know about wyverns.
Oh, I'm not very good at either of those.
13's not bad.
Let's see, 13. So a bit of background info: general strength versus party. So you would know that a wyvern is a dragon class creature, and that it is very powerful compared to all of you. You're not quite sure of its resistances. You would imagine that most things that tend to deal poison damage tend to have some kind of resistance to it, but you're not quite sure on that either way.
All right. Well, I'm
But
just
it does appear to be a
gonna-
very strong, hardy beast.
Yes. Thank you. I'm glad that history.
You are scared
Hey,
of
all,
it.
this is a strong, hardy beast. Decimated.
I share this information with the party.
You get a lot of glares.
Thank you, Gillian.
I just looked up Wyvern on my phone.
Listen up, everyone. I just wanted you to know. Stay strong.
We really fucked up here.
Okay, I just gotta fire my crossbow at it. That's all I can do now.
Take your advantage.
You do have advantage because it is currently blinded. So it cannot properly dodge the attacks.
Alright, okay. Let's roll a second time then.
There you go.
That'll hit.
Five.
Okay.
You always rapier that one last zombie.
Zombie's been...
Oh, I didn't see
It's
him.
just trying to like put on a hat and like just be
Oh, back out of the room.
It's put on like a really big thick ball cap and just like, no matter me. Zombie, just another adventurer. Let's see if it can make its undead fortitude again. Needs a 14 or higher. Ah, Gillian, you pierce that zombie. It does not get its disguise. It does not fool you for a second.
I'm too sharp for that.
I know a zombie.
For a
when I
second, you
see
think you
one.
might have stabbed Mannix in the face. You're like, no, that's a zombie. That's a zombie. Speaking of Mannix, he's disappeared in the library. He's looking at books.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I already have advantage. I don't need to stealth. I will step out and use my... Well, actually, I already have a sneak attack because he's blinded. Man, that ability never really comes in handy.
Which one?
Insightful fighting, the one where like you do you do a thing to get advantage on someone, but
Yeah,
we always have other ways to get advantage, so it's
almost
rarely
every
a thing.
time. Yeah, you guys are always flanking or doing something. Yeah.
Yep. So I will just take my sneak attack. Or actually, fuck, it's a regular attack because he's a fucking Cyclops.
The frog statue glares at you. Somehow.
Fuck off.
You with your one eye missed the blinded dragon flapping in the
That's
air.
right. Alright, I step back into the bookshelf and attempt to stealth.
Step back in the bookshelf. I'll give you advantage on the stealth check.
Okay,
You
well.
don't need it. You got it. You have disappeared from view.
Okay.
George, what would you like George to do?
Try to bring him back down 10 more feet to actually... Let's try to get people him in range for other people's attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring him to the ground.
He's got advantage now.
And that whip sword has been freaking awesome in this dungeon.
16! Does a 16 hit a Wyvern?
Sure does.
Alright.
Wrap that vine whipped sword around it, dealing
Yep,
solid
15 damage, and he drags him directly in front, like 10 feet straight down towards him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's at ground level now.
Yes, he is. Physically dragged down towards the like undead bodies. He is like writhing and hissing angrily in the process.
You'd almost imagine that would require some sort of strength check to like...
You
he's
would,
like a
but-
fishing line. He just...
Yeah, because it says large or small, so we can actually pull large creatures with that. Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Wow.
Powerful mechanism in that whip sword.
Indeed.
Alright, and then he will, since that thing's now in range, he will use his offhand. To do 9 damage.
Nice. All right, Theron, the Wyvern is now at ground level.
All right.
I thought people were dropping. He removed people from the turn order.
I shall
Oh yeah.
item.
Bite him. You do have advantage in case you get a crit, because he is still blinded.
Or just roll 18 twice.
Or roll twice.
Then I'll clum. It's not good damage.
No? Oh, yeah, I guess not.
Wyvern is taking a pounding, though. It's definitely bloodied all over.
I'll show you to poison the poison-resistant bear.
Kaless, blinded Wyvern has finally dropped in front of you.
Yay! Do 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 do. Turn the sneak attack back on. Stabby stabby.
Stab him.
I'll hit.
I don't think we've actually missed an attack on this Wyvern yet.
Yeah,
Or no, I did.
that's-
I did, actually.
Yeah.
The
That
rest of
blind
us
has been
haven't.
great, though. I mean, you guys have had advantage on
Yeah.
all these attacks. That's been a huge game changer.
Jesus, 18.
Yeah.
Another 4 damage.
Wow. All right.
22 total.
Yep, that Wyvern looks like it is gasping for life now. It is just bloodied all over, long rivulets of blood just running through scales. Desperately, it stabs out with its tail, Kaless, in the direction that you were, or are. With disadvantage, it's still blinded. 18?
Fuck! That thing.
Damn!
Yeah.
That just hit me because my AC is 18 now.
Oh, wow.
You take 12 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I rolled
Jesus
bad damage.
Christ. That's bad, yeah.
That's bad damage.
13.
Alright, you take another 18 damage.
That's not good.
of
That was
poison.
not good. It's a stinger right to the chest.
Yeah, just
Pumping.
bards in there.
I have 8 hit points left, folks.
And then it will reach out and try to bite you.
Of course it will.
This is just the Wyvern being petty now. He's gonna down somebody.
16?
Nope, not gonna down me now.
Not gonna do it. Okay.
Ah.
It is going to, after that, it is going to, sensing that it couldn't even hit you and it senses more figures right near it, it's going to attempt to fly away, which is going to trigger a massive Overwatch opportunity for everybody here.
Oh yeah.
So all of you get attacks of opportunity as it tries to flee, as it cries out in anger and pain.
Do I get sneak attack damage on that?
Don't think on reactions.
I think it's once per turn. I don't think it's one
Okay.
not just your turn. It's like the
'cause
round.
it's
Once per
still the
round.
round, yeah. But I'm still not sure you can get sneak attack on reaction. That's a good question.
That's a good question. I don't know. Somebody in the
We
chat. will
still
tell
have
us.
advantage on these, though, right? Because he's still blinded.
Actually, let me see if he can shake that off.
That's his end of his turn.
Oh, end of his
though.
turn. Okay, yeah, you're still
Mhm.
advantage.
Alright, I'll take my 26 then.
Yeah, let's give me some damage.
Someone needs to roll for George.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'll roll for George. He's got it's the whip, which I don't know if the whip can go off in reactions.
No, wouldn't he have his like rapier in his other hand or something?
Yeah. That's gonna be a miss.
Yep.
Finally, somebody
He
missed.
would.
Don't forget.
Yep.
Don't forget Theron Bear.
Theron Bear.
Oh yeah. Theron's not here.
Oh. You mean roll for him?
Yeah.
How does he roll?
So
this?
far, it's taken 18 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, here he comes. He's back. Leave his sheet alone.
Okay.
Roll an attack, Theron Bear. Opportunity attack.
All right. Having to put someone down again.
Oh, I didn't even hear him.
Oh, I can. He's right above me, so I heard a thump, 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 thump. All right.
Pitter patter of still awake.
He's in the walls.
Oh god.
That's how I know Callie's awake at 6 a.m.
That is a
He's
hit.
still All right. Do I still have advantage?
Yes.
That was close.
Mhm.
And even hittier hits. Alright, the combined efforts of all of you as this thing turns to flee, you finally get in one last stab, claw, whichever. It's hard to tell who does it because it all triggers at once, but this thing finally gives out a cry of surprise and anguish as whatever final stab causes it to suddenly crash in flight and skid down, and then gasp its last gasp.
Nice. I like to imagine it tried to fly away. Baron Bear like bit its tail and like dragged it back so everyone else could stab it to death.
That's a very cool descriptive, yeah. Excellent. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back to the loot pile that is here.
Loot that corpse.
That corpse. Alright, I believe we are coming back from break. And you guys killed a wyvern.
Sure did.
And now are privy to its mountains and mountains of now unguarded treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Shoveling those bear pockets.
Bear flaps.
Yeah, ready for this? You find in that mountainous pile of coins, and it takes quite a while to sort through.
Now we just got time on our hands. So
Now you got time on your side. Yeah, this time the sun is like sinking low in the sky, and evening approaches. You find 250 copper pieces,
Oh my.
5,000 silver pieces,
Wow.
900 gold pieces.
Wow.
We went from just like no money in this campaign at all to like all the money all of a
50
sudden.
platinum pieces.
Speak for yourself. I won a dinosaur race.
Yeah, I spent it all in canoes.
He's still talking
I still
about those
have some
canoes. Hazaka yells from somewhere outside, "Fuck you and your canoes!" That's the money. You also find 3 translucent green gems called... Oh, Lord, I don't know how to pronounce this. Chrysoprase?
I have no idea.
3...
Chrysoprase sounds
Those
yeah, that sounds
gems.
fun.
Christ praise gems. You also find in and most of the knapsacks and stuff that you're looking through have all just destroyed junk in them, but one of them does have 2 intact potions of greater healing.
Oh boy.
And finally, clutched in one of the dead, you just found like a severed arm, but clutched in that arm with like a vice-like grip is a wand that has like a magical blue flame-looking thing at the end. It's not an actual flame; it just looks like it's kind of like carved in that likeness.
Let's give that to our wizard.
All right. Well, that is a loot. Where does that come out to be in for each on the monies?
Lord, I don't know.
That's a lot of silver pieces. So it's 1,000 silver pieces a piece. I have to actually pull a calculator out. I could do this, but
On you're muted.
Sorry, it's 50 copper, 1,000 silver, 180 gold, and 10 platinum each.
180 gold. Okay.
I gotta put that in George's, don't I?
Oh yeah.
Nobody tell him.
I deleted it all. Like that's not right.
All right, say it one more time, much slower.
All right, it is 50 copper,
So that's
1,000 silver.
Wait, shit. I'm adding.
George already had 1,000 silver on him.
No, he didn't.
Oh, what are you fucking up on?
I need to close George's. I still had George's character sheet open. I was adding to his.
Oh my lord, what have you done?
Just minus 1,000 silver. That's all. That's as far as I was.
So he had
As
54
long as you do
silver.
that. Yes.
Okay, so we got 1,000 now.
Yes.
Okay.
180 gold.
What's 360 plus 180?
540.
Okay.
And then 10 platinum.
Oh wait, that's kind of mine.
This is all terribly confusing.
That's right.
The real challenge of D&D is doling out the loot.
We'll take the wand.
The wand, which you'll be able to identify that when you rest here in a moment.
I'll take the healing potions. I'll divvy them up as needed on the road.
Medic!
How generous of you.
mechanics, I'm dying, please. I'd better hang on to these. I might need them.
I take a lot of damage pretty fast, guys.
Well, I've done it before. I'll medevac you. I'll run out into the field and pour greater healing potions in your mouth and run away.
Do we need to do Gillian's sheet as well? Is anybody doing hers?
Yes, she's upstairs.
Okay. Alright, I have to add her stuff up. So that's 50 copper,
Mm-hmm.
60,000 silver. How much gold?
180.
What's 180 plus 43? 223.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then 10
10 platinum.
platinum. Alright, Gillian is done. Chat, no, we do not do coin weight. We don't do any really encumbrance or anything like that. That's all.
We don't really do rations either.
Bullshit. No.
Yeah.
We take care of all the fiddly stuff, really.
Yeah.
Always hated that part about like Skyrim and those games. Like, I need to pick up this wheel of cheese, but it puts me over the limit. My character gets molded to the ground if I do that. But it's an entire wheel of cheese.
That's like how I play Divinity. I pick up everything.
Yeah, 20 the sixth sword.
Right now I'm currently carrying like 8 paintings.
Exactly. It's giant paintings. It's funny when you drop that shit too. It's like this giant painting just comes out of you.
Don't ask where I was holding it.
All right. That is all that you find in this area.
Well, as I hold my insides inside of me, I would like to go find a place to lay down.
It's a good place to hold them.
Yeah. You
Now I
recall-
think is the time to do the long rest.
Uh-huh.
He
Yeah.
announces professionally. Now is the time for the long rest, everyone.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Yeah. You recall the Oracle said that there were maybe bedrooms on the western side, which you can see is actually just open air right here.
Oh, okay. Let's go that way.
We could have gone out that western side.
Maybe we could have.
Maybe you could have.
Oh man, my 5e is running like molasses right now.
And night
Come on,
vision's
you
not
can
working
do it.
again.
You do see a door with the snake head on it. Your old friend.
I look at everybody, go, not it.
Yes, they will be leveling up at this long rest momentarily. Do you need me to move you, Mr. Max?
Yeah, I don't know why, but my Roll20 is running so slow I can't even move my character right now.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
This is a milestone, yeah. I have stretched you guys out for level 4 for quite a while. In fact, I can
A long
the
level
tapes, look
4.
it up. Yeah, yeah, so you have to do the snakehead thing, which is a dexterity saving throw.
I'll do it. It's 2 though, right? Someone else has to do it?
No, just 1. The 2-1 is just because the giant door on the Yeah, most of them have 1. It's just that the special double giant temple chamber doors had 2 of them that
Ah,
pulled.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It was only
Max,
like 8 damage when it happened to me.
You get a little bit
I
crushed and take 4 damage.
I do take half damage from traps, so I take 2.
2 damage. All right, slam shot. But you're able to just work your arm in a certain way, or it just barely glances. That door slides open, and you see a hallway that stretches down and has what thankfully look like normal doors.
Oh boy, normal
in here.
doors.
Normal doors.
I'm just going straight for the first one I see.
Okay. Yep, and they just look like a pretty normal bedroom. It's it still looks a little dilapidated like the rest of the area, but you get the feeling that nobody's really like come over here much at all. You get the feeling that between the Naga and the Wyvern, nobody's really crossed into this area to do any kind of destruction or anything. But there's also doesn't appear to be anything valuable in here. It's just empty with a bed.
Just a bunch of
Slam the door shut and then just lay down. I'm trying real hard not to die right now.
Yep. So at this point, assuming you all go pretty quickly in, you can go in and get a long rest.
All right.
We don't have to. Well, that's gonna move you in. The only thing is, you will have to come back out this snake door.
Mm.
Because that one does.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yep. You all can long rest from here.
Nice.
The dungeon master is long resting.
Oh no!
That's good or not?
That's not what we want to see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we get to level up. We usually do this at the beginning of a session, but this one just kind of ended up with the way it kind of went at the end of the session. Although, I guess we'll have Raymond level George up at the beginning of next session.
Right.
But let's go over our level ups. For level 5, yeah, you've all been level 4 for quite a while, so this is well earned.
I don't know what the actual session number is, but it seems like a long time.
You've been on level 4 since session number 18. You made level 4.
Jackhole, that's 12 weeks.
Sure is. Yeah, this is quite different from our last campaign. You guys have been lower levels for quite a bit longer. But you're officially in Tier 2. Level 5 is a big power jump. So let's go over what you guys are doing for level 5, starting with Mannix. Good lord, that's a giant Theron. I gotta put you down to size.
Hey guys.
In the middle of the night, somebody, I don't know who, maybe Calas or Theron, you wake up and you glance over at Mannix, and he's just, that book he found in the library, he's just feverishly flipping through pages, muttering to himself, talking about, yes, with this I'll be the greatest detective in the world.
Weird.
And he's realized that he's pretty much had a disdain for magic his entire life, but he's discovered a spell book with all sorts of spells that will help him track people down and do his detective work. So he's going to take a level in Wizard.
Really?
That's right.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. Which, at level 1, all he really gets is Arcane Recovery and then spells. But spell-wise, he's taking a bunch of basically non-combat spells. It's a bunch of, like,
Shocker.
yeah.
Shocker.
He's taking Mage Hand, Message, and Green Flame Blade, which I think is the only combat
Green flame.
one, as his cantrips. And then as level 1 spells, he's taking Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Identify, Snare, Absorb Elements, and Silent Image.
Wait, how many fucking spells do you get as a one wizard?
6 level 1 spells. You can only prepare 4. It's a weird, like...
Oh, yeah.
And I only have 2 spell slots to use.
Okay.
Yep.
That's wild.
4 spells, but only 2 slots.
That's right. I can only cast 2 spells a day. Well,
Okay.
that's outside of the Arcane Recovering, but...
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of divination
what were your
stuff.
spells
A lot
again?
of...
Yeah, go one more time. I was overwhelmed by the number.
Okay, I can actually just hit them.
There you go.
Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Identify, Snare, Absorb Elements, and Silent Image.
Now, do you choose which kind of a wizard you are at level 1, or is that later?
No, it's 2.
Level 2, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see which kind of wizard you go. Or, well, I'm just going to see
There's
how much
only
wizard
one.
you go with.
There's only one good one.
It's the one that Talus is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
The rest of them are not good.
Yeah,
the rest
that's
of them
weird.
are just, yeah.
They made divination just way too good.
Mm-hmm.
We need to buff the other ones.
They do, really.
Wow, alright, so Mannix has some extra options now rather than just firing his crossbow with one eye.
That's right.
Nice. So that means, what do you roll for hit points now? A D6?
Oh, that's actually a good question. I think it's a D6, but let me look. It's a D6.
Yeah.
So my health points are going to be even worse. And my constitution's still 0, so it's just straight D6.
Manix isn't
All
known
right,
for his hardiness.
Oh, and we said
The
it's +1,
average
right?
is- Yeah, the average would be 4, so you can take the average for
All
hit
right.
points. So
I
our
will
house
take the
rule
4.
is, for anybody that doesn't know, everybody can roll their hit points, and then you always get the average as a minimum. So all our hit points are generally good to great, I guess. So I don't want anybody to get screwed on hit points. That seems a dumb thing to get screwed on.
Well, despite you saying that, my total hit points is now 28.
Well, it is possible to have, yeah. With a 0 con and a rogue wizard combo,
Yeah.
it's not going to be super hardy. All right, I got to change my intro now. You're going to be a...
Rogue Wizard.
Yeah. Human Inquisitive Rogue Wizard. I'll write that down right now.
He's more like what's the like a comic, like a John Constantine type. Now he's a detective who also does magic.
That's who you think you are.
That's right. He's not nearly that.
It's not nearly that cool. Kaless.
Alright, so at 5, looking it up here, my sneak attack is now 3d6.
Oh.
Lord.
That's even better. I also get uncanny dodge, which will let me have some damage that I take, which would have been nice to have for that wyvern fight.
Yep. Is that a reaction?
And then I don't know. Let's see here. 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Okay.
And then also because I am half drow, at 5, I also gain the ability to use the darkness spell once per day.
That's also cool.
And then obviously my proficiency bonus goes up to a +3 now.
When you guys level up, does it automatically add those things in the features and traits that you get for the class, or do you have to add those manually? Or, you know, we probably could use a character monster to level up too. We haven't been doing that. I think they added the ability for you to actually...
Did they?
I think so. I
Actually
think
level
you
up with it?
can. Yeah, I think you can actually use the character monster. Yeah, it's a level plus character monster. But I haven't.
I already plugged everything in.
Yeah, I haven't messed with that at all, so I couldn't tell you. I think I've looked at it before though.
Oh my god, with you on my sheet, it won't let me do a thing.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
Backing out.
Touching my shit. Ooh, my attacks went up to +8.
Yeah,
love
level 5
it.
is big. You all get a proficiency bonus. So literally all of your things that you can do, you just got a +1 in. So that's a big power boost for all of you for sure.
Are you still on my sheet? Get out of my sheet.
I am not.
Alright, I'll have to manually change my sneak attack because it still says 2d6.
Okay.
Does your level still say Rogue 4 at the top? Or has it actually updated?
No, it's updated. I changed it to 5 and then I hit the long rest button again to make it do its thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll have to change that and then add in my spell that I got. Or make you do it, dear.
Yeah.
You kind of owe me for the snake. Let's be honest.
There were no snakes in this session. Give me some hit point rolling.
All right, what am I rolling here?
What is
D8.
a rogue? D8 sounds
D8.
familiar.
Yeah. Let's roll 8.
Good lord, you have an 18 constitution.
Yes, I do. So 6
Good roll, too.
It's better than average,
plus
yeah.
So I add my con in?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 hit points.
10 more hit points.
So I'm up to 52. Manix could die twice before I do.
Yep, I really could.
You're worth 2 Manixes plus 1. All right, level 5 Rogue of Awesomeness. Gillian, what say you at level 5?
Jesus, my now.
So my bardic inspiration gets a lot more awesome. It's now a 1d8, and I get my bardic things, whatever, back, my inspiration back after a short rest. So that's super cool. Yeah, that's very nice. And then I get another level 3 spell. So I'm going to learn Leoman's Tiny Hut.
That's right.
The tiny
Can't
hut.
beat us, jungle.
I'm very excited about. So that creates like a hut that can fit all of us.
Come into my hut.
For 8 hours. And we can move outside of it. Like, we can move through it freely.
The hut has a door. Can I just giving us a tour of her hut?
Ooh, a door, you say?
Look at this roof on this hut.
4 walls, you say?
Here's the thing. Okay, so this is
But it has no floor. You just fall forever.
It says creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely, which kind of means like you could just like fire like an arrow through it from the inside, you know? All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Blah, da, 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 da. So yeah,
Is it visible?
and it lasts for 8 hours. Yeah, it's physical. So so the dome is opaque from the outside, but it is transparent from the inside. And
Of any color you choose.
Yeah, that part's important.
It's extremely important. I demand to know the color of the hut every time you cast it.
My thing is, we're going to use this to long rest whenever we want.
Stop the session at any time. Yeah. You know what? We're long resting right now.
We'll be in the middle of a battle. And
Yeah,
pop the hut. And
I'm out.
Killian declares it is time for a long rest. You skeletons are just going to have to sit the fuck down. The hut is here.
So I'm doing that, and then I'm also gonna I was gonna get rid of one of my other spells, but so I was gonna get rid of Thunder Wave, I think, and instead learn Fairy Fire as another level 1 spell. Which
Fairy Fire is cool.
Yeah, which gives us advantage on attack rolls against people, things affected by it. So that's what I'm doing.
I think that one's also really handy if we come against invisible creatures.
Yes, yep. It works invisible and in the dark in general, like when we are in those situations where, you run away with our light source.
Gillian is actively working on fixing all the things that annoy her.
No, just imagine Gillian's got a list. She's just
scratching it off.
Her shit list just...
Yeah. I hate not being able to rest. I hate not being able to
DM
fucking
was
see.
number 1 on the
Now I need to read anti-blindness. It's a ritual too, which I think means you can cast it without taking up a spell slot. Is that right?
Yeah.
For Fairy Fire?
No, for the hut.
The hut.
Oh, really?
I think
that's excellent.
It means
you gotta
have 10 minutes. You gotta have 10 minutes free.
Is that
I
something a
just
bard
picked
can
this
do?
like 2 hours ago. No, is it 10 minutes? I thought it was just 1. Hold on.
Oh, regularly casting, I think it's just 1, but...
If you want to cast it as a ritual, which...
Oh, that is excellent news.
There's some extra rule involving ritual. Okay. Spells can be cast
Okay.
following the normal rule for
Figure it out.
spellcasting, or the spell can be cast as a ritual. The ritual version of a spell takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal, but it does not expend a spell slot.
Cool.
To cast a spell as a ritual, the spellcaster must have a feature that grants the ability to do so. The cleric and druid, for example, have such a feature. The caster must also have a spell prepared. So I don't know if bards have the ritual caster.
Yeah, bards may not be able to cast ritual spells.
Yeah, it's a feat I think you can take otherwise, but that is something to keep in mind.
Oh man, I can't wait till we get to the next point where we can get like a feat or a stat upgrade. I'm so getting a feat. Give me some 2-weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so bards might not have that built in.
Got it.
All right, I think yours is a D8 also for hit points. I'm not, or is it? Actually, no.
I don't know.
Nobody knows what hit points are. It's been so long since we leveled up.
Yeah, it's been, like you said, it's been 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that long ago. It's a D8.
Is it a D8? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's Xanathar. That's going to tell me.
1d8. 4.
You can take a 5, would be the average +1, plus your con modifier.
So 7.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a 41.
Wow.
Man, is getting impressed by everybody's hit points. My God. He's so
Basically,
beefy.
everyone who's above a 30 just impresses me.
Yeah.
Wow.
My goodness. So big.
And then the proficiency bonus, like, was that automatic on the character
It should
sheet?
already be there if you already put
Once
the...
you change yourself to 5, yeah, it
Oh.
should be.
Okay.
Should be a 3 now.
Chat says
yes, it
bards
is.
do have ritual casting.
Do they?
Ooh.
It'll
Oh.
be under the features and traits on the right side of your character sheet.
They sure do. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, on the character sheet?
Yeah, because I have a ritual casting class druid on mine.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
All right, Gillian, so you can actually cast your hut without taking up a spell slot if you just take
That is
10 minutes to cast the spell.
very exciting.
Yeah.
In the middle of battle. Just give me
I want to be
Second,
out of the fight for 10 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to use it to long rest every time, so it doesn't really matter if it uses a spell slot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well,
This plan is flawless.
what that means is I think you can be literally out of like 3rd level spell slots, for example, had you used them, and then you could still cast that spell.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did anyone add loot to my character
I
sheet?
did, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot.
I'm
of
sorry. Is 1,000 silver
Lot
not
of
enough for
silver.
you?
That's over.
I only
I
see
have
1,000
so many
silver here.
coins, I couldn't tell. 10-minute hut song, yep. Alright, so we got hit points. We're going to skip George for now. We'll have to level him up at the beginning of next session. So let's do Theron, level 5.
Alright. I get 2 level 3 spells and a cantrip, which I should have gotten last level.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Theron remembers he's been neglecting his spellcasting.
So for the cantrip, I was going to do Shillelagh.
Is that how you pronounce that?
That is.
Is it really?
I think it is.
I mean, I think proper
I had
Irish
a
probably.
moment of panic, but then I remembered it was Chris.
Chris is not the arbiter for pronouncing anything.
I'm positive I've pronounced it Shillilag since the beginning of time.
Wow.
It's
All right.
very phonetic of you, I'll give you that.
All right.
It's
good.
an Irish word, right?
No.
Hey, no? I don't know.
It's German as hell.
It's a magic club, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So for my level 3 spells,
Wants to
first
bonk with
one
that staff even harder.
is the boring Dispel Magic.
Hmm?
Boring.
And then the exciting Conjure Animals.
Oh,
Ooh.
God, what a pain in the ass it's going to be for me to prepare. Good Lord.
We're going to put a frog. We're going to put wolves. We're going to put...
Oh, what a nightmare of ability.
and then Rochelle's gonna cast the hut, and then we're all gonna hide in there.
Go animals.
And Vorn, we'll just send Vorn with them.
Yeah.
I can do up to 8 animals, Eric.
Jesus Christ. course you can.
Bunch of house cats.
Fuck you.
I probably won't, but
Oh my god.
the threat is there.
You're all making new abilities that just threaten me. I don't like this at all.
See,
So
you shouldn't have
antagonistic.
fucked us so bad with the you can't long rest. Yep.
Gosh, animals. One
It's
beast of
only
challenge
a
2
matter
or
of
lower.
time.
2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower. 4 beasts of half lower. Or 8 beasts of a quarter or lower. Which is literally like a swarm of like frogs or spiders or something at that point.
Just enveloped enemy.
Yep.
All right. I
Oh,
think that's
also,
it.
I think you pronounced it wrong too. I just looked it up. Shillelagh.
That's what he said.
That's what he
No, is
said.
it?
That's what
All
he
right.
said.
What did you
Oh,
hear?
It's all just gibberish to me. I thought he said Shillelagh. I thought the ending was a hard A.
Uh.
No, it's Shillelagh. Okay, never mind. I don't
Yeah.
care.
It's not Shillalag, and
It's not Shillelagh. Are you sure? Where's the G go?
Oh my gosh.
oh man.
All right, and for my Staff of Thorns, it says each day I can roll 1d6 plus 4. Is it a new
Yes,
day
to
yet?
replenish the charges. Yeah, because it costs like 6 charges to do the Wall of Thorns, isn't it?
Yeah, I can only do that once for some reason. Oh my god. Okay.
The minimum
I had to
charges.
roll a 2 or better to get all. Alright, I'll roll for hit points.
Needs, are you all D8s? Is that what it is?
Yes!
Wow, look at that.
Jeez.
Nice.
Max hit points.
Plus Constitution, plus a Hill Dwarf, I get 12 hit points.
Oh my god.
Lord. Prepare to be wowed, Max.
Nope, I'm wrong. 13 hit points.
Oh,
What?
boy.
You have also
I have
a
a
4 con?
Yep, I have a
God.
19 Constitution.
Arrest these players, officer. This is bullshit of the highest order.
So, 56.
Unkillable.
Wow, you literally.
56.
I literally could die twice before you die.
This is the title of a Bond movie, I think. I could literally die twice before you die.
Not a great title.
Not a great, it was a good Bond movie, but the title was there.
Which is good,
Lord.
because I'm the front line now.
I never
That's
even,
right.
Officially.
I never even get to your hit points. You just fucking put up bare walls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What have I done? I
Well.
regret this level up immensely.
I think at some point I get a third ball shape. I don't think anytime soon, but
Oh
man.
wow. Eventually
3
you can like morph
bears.
into like elementals, can't you?
Yeah, at 10 I can start morphing to elementals.
God damn.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I think if I expend, I'm not sure, but I think if I expend 2 of those at once, I can do a greater or something.
Burn out.
I'll look it up.
Jeez.
That's bananas. I hate you all. Just so you know.
Yes. The threat's there.
During this long rest, you all have
You're all stabbed in your sleep.
You're all stabbed in your sleep. Oh no, your characters have died. You all have nightmares that you are walking through the jungle. It's the middle of the day, and a steady fog begins to roll in. Flashes of lights blink around you, and you feel nauseated, as though the ground beneath you is roiling like a ship at sea. A cold shiver runs through your body as you hear the voices of a trio of old women. You stumble forward and push past a leafy fern and finding a window into an eerie laboratory, or laboratory, if you will. A vast cauldron dominates the room, billowing with green smoke. 3 shriveled old women stand around an iron cage, though you can't see what's inside. You can't see their faces, but your heart fills with dread and fear anytime you look in their direction. One of them turns to the others, gold coins glittering where her eyes should be. "It's almost ready, sisters. The most important ingredients await." Another clumps over to the pot. with a peg leg, yellow smoke billowing out of her mouth as she begins to incant. With each ingredient, she pulls something from her robes and drops it gingerly into the cauldron. The unceasing hunting of a private investigator. The hardened discipline of an enslaved killer. The unshakable confidence of a privileged noble. The righteous fury of a young warrior. The inner predator of a bestial man. And the last ingredient, the cauldron bubbles furiously as the three hags chant in an otherworldly voice. The third one, with a squirming bag sewn over her head, dips a bucket into the cauldron and carries it over to the cage. The contents are upended, and you strain to try and see what's inside, but the green fog and the hags themselves obscure the view. You hear a metallic growling, and a new fear settles in your chest. All at once, the chanting stops. "It is done," says the first hag. "The ultimate predator. It will not sleep. It will not eat. It will not stop. It will only hunt those who aim to stop our work, powered by their very essence." She opens the cage as you instinctively begin to back away. "Quickly now, my pet!" And you all start just jerking backwards as the metallic growling gets louder and louder. You fall backwards on the jungle floor and look up and see the bedroom around you as you wake up.
Oh no. They stick the Terminator on us. We're done for. Are we all aware that everybody else had this night the same nightmare?
If you want to talk to each other about it, you can. You're not all telepathically linked with one another, but you did all receive this nightmare.
What?
So we're all going to be killed by a Terminator. Everybody's on board with that, right?
Wait, on board with it?
Well, aware of it.
I'd rather not die if it's all the same to you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just kind of depressed now.
You guys have a deep, complex relationship.
They are engaged.
Yeah.
Max is trying to think if like he's just like upset now that he's trying to think like if they could have done anything to stop that. He's upset at the idea that like their own selves have been used to create something, but he doesn't see a way that they could have prevented what because whatever they were doing to us like in like our dreams or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you recall, you had the personalized nightmares at this point several weeks of in-game time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't have this statue that gives me nightmares either.
Kind of inviting trouble.
You'll just constantly hear Celeste mumbling, "Death does not come for me. I am death. Does not come for me. I am death."
And for some reason, that's comforting to hear it from Celeste.
Somehow.
Shink.
At least she's not sharpening. I was gonna say, at least she's not sharpening her blades obsessively.
Shink.
All right, you all can emerge.
All I
from
have
the
to say is, thank God we have a hut. Surely a Terminator can't get inside a hut.
Nope.
I didn't
No,
see
that
this.
T-1000's just gonna stalk us until we come out of the hut.
To exit the area, I need one more dexterity saving throw for the snake head.
Alright, now I'll do it.
Can basically
You want to do
get
it?
out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go for it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Plus 9.
That's my noise. All right, our first roll of level 5 is a goddamn 29
To open a lever.
to open a lever. Yep. You somehow
Break the
when you
lever.
do that lever, you punch the snake head square in the face. And it
Don't do it.
explodes. Yeah. The snake just
I
backs
open
off.
all doors with this one lever. I found the master lever, and I don't have to
I'll
open
click
any of
open.
this.
Yep. From there, you all think you could actually get a rope and go down the hole that the Wyvern flew in on, perhaps.
Oh yeah, there's a big open space on the second floor.
Big open space on the second floor, yep. It's about 30 feet up, but with a rope you could probably climb down.
Oh, what about the wand?
Oh, yes. The wand is a wand of magic missiles.
I heard magic mints. I'm sure that's not what you said. But that's
The
what I
freshest
heard.
of breaths only. It is a wand of magic missiles.
You cut out again. This time I heard magic miss, but I
God
understand.
damn
what
it, you
you're
don't
trying
get
to
to
say.
hear it then.
Missile.
Wand of magic missiles?
There you go.
Alright. I'm glad you could hear it that time. The wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast the magic missile spell from it. And the amount of charges you spend is equal to the level of magic missile spell that you cast. So I guess that means you could cast anywhere from 1 to 7th level magic missile. Regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges at dawn. If you expend the last charge, you have to roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles to ashes and is destroyed.
All right. I don't know if Theron's going to want it. He has it right now. I don't know if he's going to want to hang on to it, but
Yeah.
we'll bring it up to him when he's back.
Would you like me to pickpocket him?
Steal that wand. I'm your wizard now.
It does not require, as you know, magic missile does not require an attack roll, I believe. It just is straight damage.
Just damage, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is flavored now as a minty fresh breath missile. A missile
It throws out mints.
of piercing mint flavor. Double your freshness, folks.
It's too fresh. It hurts.
It burns the freshness. Yeah, you all can climb down with a rope from the second floor store. Second story
Wow.
floor. Puts down the drink. And it has been a full, so it's the next day, and you can now walk down the stairs back to your companions. Yes.
Is this something you want, Mannix?
I'll take it. Yeah, that's. It's. Obviously, I don't think you're gonna have much opportunity to cast magic missile, but
In bear form. Shoots out from my claws.
that's right.
God, I would love to see the bear just holding this wand.
A bear with like wands taped to his claws sounds like an amazing idea.
I think you're abusing the system a bit with this. Can I claw someone and shoot a missile out with my Wolverine magic missile wand claws? I think I'm gonna put the kibosh on that one.
Theron, I don't think Theron Bear can come in the hut. I just wanted you to know that up front.
Ooh, she's drawing the line.
Well, I
Hey.
assume your
The
size
species.
is large. Probably not medium, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The hut only fits people medium size and
What happened?
smaller.
She's got a sign outside that just says "No bears."
No bears. Yeah.
The sign just says no fat chicks. Theron Bear gets really sad because I know this meant for him.
It's code for you.
He doesn't know why.
You emerge out and descend the staircase to find your companions in the aftermath of a war zone. The
Oh,
ground
no.
around you is charred and blackened. You see various chunks of seared dinosaur flesh strewn about. An oddly familiar metallic chicken paces around nervously. You spot Azaka appearing to be shifting into her were-tiger form but frozen in place. Next to her, carefully weaving her hands in place, stands Zandala, She's breathing heavily, and her flowing blonde hair clings to her sweaty face. Her pseudo-dragon flies over to you all, and you feel a sense of welcoming, companionship, and relief. Zendala turns and nods to you all. She says, I got your message, Mr. Mannix. Good thing I showed up when I did. You wouldn't believe the monsters that were waiting out here for you.
Oh, Christ.
And with that, I believe we will end our session for tonight.
You asshole.
Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. You can go to roguewatson.com for recaps, patreon.com/roguewatson if you would like to support the channel. Do check out our new Discord server as well. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week. We'll see you all next time.